But yeah, you're known for having this legendary endurance. And I watched the video that you did with Ollie Tour where they test you at lattice. And you basically like broke the test, you know, like I don't think they'd ever seen numbers so high on the critical force test. This was a long time ago, but I remember watching you doing circuits and you were actually wearing a harness with like a 10-foot piece of rope tied into your harness. And you'd set up quick draws on the spray wall and you were just climbing a long circuit and clipping. And I was surprised at that. I've never seen anyone else at your level do that, you know, like, yeah, well, I'm curious why do that versus just climbing normal circuits?
Basically, I think the best way to train endurance is doing normal routes in a gym, maybe, or even outside. The problem is that maybe like sport climbing gyms are not accessible to everyone. And so even me in Arco, I don't have many like routes to try. I have many on rocks, but like in a normal gym, there are not many routes set for from like my level or for like from 8C to above. So I train a lot on circuits. The problem with circuits is that the climbing is different because you go up and down, right and left, and you actually spend less time on the wall compared to when you do routes. If you try to do 30 moves on a route, it will take more or less 5 minutes, 6 minutes. If you do that on a circuit, it could take like even 2 minutes. It's much faster because you don't move your feet. You stay like you are faster on moving hands. And so what I'm doing, clipping the quick throws, is not because I need to learn how to clip, but it's because it forces you to stop on a hold and do the move and clip that you do on routes. And this is training because it's like helpful for training for endurance because you stay a lot more on the hand, on like one hand when you clip. If you just keep doing the circuit, it would be like too fast to be comparable to a normal route. This is why I do this kind of training. And maybe you were asking about this, a similar training that I'm doing. If you don't have a rope or a harness, you can do the same thing and you can just go like every hole and stop for like 3 or 4 seconds. And this is a bit forced because it doesn't come naturally. You need to think about it, but it is good for endurance because it's similar to what you do on a route. On a route, if you like take the time, every hole, like every second that you stay on a hole, you can see it's much longer than you expect it to be because this you need to go to the next hole, then you need to move your feet, then you clip. So you stay maybe even like sometimes 10 seconds on a hold. And this is what you like, it gets you pumped. And so if you do a circuit and you don't have a rope and you don't have quick throws and you stay even 4 seconds on every hold and then move your feet and then move your hand and then stay 4 seconds again in the next position, it will be very, very pumpy, like way more pumpy than if you go faster on a normal circuit.
Hey friends, I want to take a minute to tell you about a new product that I am so excited about. This is the Vertex Alpine Approach Shoe from Arc'teryx. I'm not an alpine climber, but I love bouldering in the mountains in Colorado. And a lot of the bouldering I do during this summer has really long approaches. And I need a shoe that is comfortable, super durable, and I also need to be able to trust them when I'm scrambling around on talus. These shoes are amazing. They're super grippy. They have this climbing toe cap, so they're really good on rock. You can smear in them. They're great for technical approaches. They're super lightweight, and you can move really fast through the mountains with these shoes. They're also available in Gore-Tex. I got the Gore-Tex version because I'm going to be crossing streams, hiking up muddy trails as the snow melts, and crossing snowfields to get to my projects in Rocky Mountain National Park this summer. These shoes are literally perfect. Check out the Vertex Alpine and the Vertex Alpine GTX by clicking my special link right there in the video description, and enjoy the rest of the video. Yeah, you read my mind. This was the second one that I wanted to ask you about. So you're climbing a circuit, but you're pausing for like 4 seconds on every move. When do you pause? Is it as soon as you grab the next hold? Because you're not, we've all seen the drill where you like lock and hover, like you're holding your hand above the hold before you grab it, but you're not doing that, correct?
It's similar.
It's similar, but you have both hands on and you're just freezing for 4 seconds before you do the next move?
Yeah, you have both hands on, then you move the feet, and then you start counting 4 seconds. So when you stay, it's even like on every hold, it's even more than 4 seconds. It's like you go, you count to 4, then you move your hand, then you move your feet, and then you count to 4. So it will be similar to what you do on an actual route, that you stay even more than like 4 seconds on every hold.
Mm. And how long is your circuit when you do this?
It could be between 20 to 30 moves, I think. So you stay maybe even up to 5 minutes. That could be like 4 to 5 minutes. That is much more similar than what you do on a circuit. If you just go and non stop, it will be much faster. And so, or maybe you can do like longer circuits, but then if you're setting like a 60 move circuit, you have to remember the holds. And it's even different because when you climb on a route, you don't climb that fast and you stay much longer. It's slightly different.
And then the pacing of competition lead routes is a little bit different. It's usually a little faster than outdoor rock climbing. Do you train the same way for competitions? For lead competitions?
I train I try to train more on routes in competition. The pace is a bit faster, but if I climb like on site, it is a bit slower than what you do on like a project that on rock. So yeah, it is faster, but at the same time, when you climb on a competition, you are on sighting, and so I climb pretty slow actually. My style is to try to control and like take advantage of every rest that I find in a route. And so it is a bit faster than like on rock, but at the same time, my style is not that fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it still applies for competitions, this style of training.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Do you have any other go-to workouts or exercises that have helped you build such amazing endurance?
I actually, my endurance is it comes naturally. I don't know why it is inside me, but I also train it for sure. Like maybe my best endurance will be like higher than average, but still I want like the best endurance I can have, and so I train even more with endurance because I know it's very important for both rock projects or competitions. Another exercise that I do not very often, but I do it when I don't have access to a climbing gym or even a small wall. It's possible to do it on a hangboard, and it's pretty classical. I didn't invent it; it's just something that my trainer gave me, and I think it's very good for endurance. You stay like 7 seconds on a hold with like on a crimp with 2 hands, hanging for 7 seconds, resting for 3 seconds, hanging for 7 seconds, and resting for 3 seconds. And this loop for I think 2 or 3 minutes. I don't remember exactly. You can do based on your level, and this is like very pumpy. So even if you don't have a climbing wall, if you're maybe just in your van with a hangboard, or even outside with a portable hangboard on a tree, you can do this exercise.